Namaste. This is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss on the module mean deviation, which is mean deviation a part of the measure of dispersion, and this session is a part of the course Biostatistics under the program of MSc NND first semester, MSc Biotechnology and MSc Microbiology and MSc FST first semester of the university. This part mean deviation, a component of the measure of dispersion, is a very important topic, a very important session for the subject biostatistics. And as all we know that biostatistics means just a study of statistics with the experimental study or with the concepts of the biological terms and the biological concepts. So this biostatistics is an important part of our study, and mean deviation is one of the component of measure of dispersion. So in the today's session we are going to discuss about this topic, mean deviation, and we will study about its definition, its mathematical concepts, numerical and application part of the mean deviation. Just as all we know that this mean deviation is a good measure of dispersion, we can say, but it is having some drawbacks and some demerit points also. Therefore this can be just not a very good measure of dispersion, but it is important for the research purpose also and for the further study. So now we are going to define this topic, mean deviation. Mean deviation means it is an arithmetic mean of the absolute deviations of the data taken from the measure of central tendencies, like the central tendencies values mean, median or mode. So just we can define it in simple words that the mean deviation is an arithmetic mean, is a mean of the deviations of the data we have, and the data from their measure of central tendencies like mean, median, mode. These are the central tendencies. So mean deviations is just defined in that way because this mean deviation is having the sign of the absolute value term. That's why it is not very important for the further analysis of mathematical concepts, and as compared to standard deviation, we can say it is not so good as standard deviation. And this mean deviation can be determined by the mathematical formula, and it is a useful concept, and for this we are required to explain with the mathematical terms, mathematical formulas, and we share some examples to clear this topic in better form. So we take some slides, we are sharing some slides today for this. So this part of mean deviation is coming there, and the definition part of the mean deviation is explained here. The definition part of the mean deviation, its definition part of mean deviation is explained, and that is the arithmetic mean of the absolute deviations of the observations. Observations means the data from a measure of central tendency of the observations. So suppose that x1, x2, x3, xn be the set of observations, and the mean deviation of x about the average A. A is a general notation used for the representing the average value. That means it is the mean, median or the mode, and we are explaining here xi is showing here the data or the observations. So how can we define the mean deviation from the average A? The mean deviation is defined from the average A as we can see the formula is mentioned here, 1 upon n summation xi minus A in modulus in the absolute value form. So the mean deviation from the average A is given by 1 upon n then multiplied by summation xi minus A with modulus sign. Here this small n is representing the total number of data, while xi represents the data or the observations. A, capital A, is showing that the average value, that means the mean, median or mode. Now this formula can be further just written in for the group frequency distribution. That means for the group frequency distribution where the frequency will come, and this formula can be written as 1 upon capital N then multiplied by summation of fi into xi minus A with modulus sign. So this is equal to 1 upon n, and n is representing here the total number of data, that means the summation of fi, frequencies. Fi represents the frequency, xi minus A modulus, xi means the data and A is the average value. Now here one example is showing that for the mean deviation, and in this example just it is shown that how can we determine the mean deviation from the given observations. So in this example we are having some data in the individual series form like 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8 and 12. So these are the data and in the individual series. So how can we determine the like mean deviation? The mean deviation can be determined by the formula just we have discussed previously in the previous slides. And how can we derive it? So the formula for the mean deviation is given by, it is required from the mean, so that's why the formula for the mean deviation from the mean is given by summation absolute value xi minus x bar upon n. It is here summation of xi minus x bar and with absolute value upon n. So in this question we are having the total number of data as 8. So 8 data are there, and now we have to make a table for this to find the term of xi minus x bar, and for this we are making a table with the first column as xi means the data or the observations given. We are already given that. Next column is to be prepared for the xi minus x bar. It means it is a deviation xi minus x bar. X bar means the mean, the average of the given data, and all we know that how can we determine the mean? Mean is given by the sum of the data divided by number of data, total number of data, and sum of data means 72, and that is divided by total number of data, that means 8, so it becomes 9. The mean value becomes 9, x bar is 9 there. Therefore in the table first column is showing for xi, next column is showing for xi minus x bar, means the deviations of xi from the x bar. So we have to determine all these deviations, and the next column is made for the absolute values of these deviations. So we have to find their absolute values, means we have to take all the positive values. So finally these values are written there like 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 3. And next to that we have to find the summation of all these absolute values. So we have to find the summation of all these absolute values, which is coming there. This is coming there 22. So the sum of all the absolute deviations is coming there 22, and in this way the mean deviation is given by 22 upon 9. 22 upon 9 means 2.75. So 2.75 is the value of the mean deviation. So this 2.75 is the mean deviation value and taken from the mean for the given observation. Now next we discuss about the merit and the demerit points of the mean deviations. Because the mean deviation is depending on all the observations, so it is a good measure of dispersion. Second point, the mean deviation will have a minimum value when the deviations taken from the median. So if all the deviations are taken from the median, then it will give a minimum value, and it is independent of change of origin. So mean deviation is independent from the change of origin, so that is also a good point for the mean deviation. It is an advantage for the calculation purpose for the mean deviation. But the mean deviation is having some demerit points, some disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages? We have to see this. Not easily understandable. Because the calculations are just tedious, therefore so it is not very easy, and for the calculation purpose, and not very understandable form for all the for just in general way. Next, it is dependent on the change of scale. So the mean deviation will depend on the change of scale. So again, this is a drawback for this. And ignorance of the negative sign means because in the mean deviation, in the finding of mean deviation, we have ignored the negative sign and we have taken only the absolute value. So therefore it is not giving the perfect value, and therefore it is not very useful for the further mathematical analysis, for the further mathematical treatment. So these are the merit and demerit points of the mean deviations. We have discussed about that, and some good points, some of the merit points we have discussed about that, and some like the drawbacks of the mean deviations we have. So in the today's session we have discussed about the mean deviation, which is a good measure, which is a part of the measure of dispersion, and it is important part of the measure of dispersion, and it is useful for the students to study this topic because it is useful for the various purposes also, but it is not considered as a good measure of dispersion because it is just having the absolute value sign, and only the positive values are taken there. That's why it is not very much useful for the further mathematical analysis, but still this measure of dispersion is good as compared to the other measure of dispersion, range, and students are advised to prepare this topic of mean deviation with the concepts and with the numerical portions also, because this topic is important for the competitive purposes, competitive examinations. So they have to prepare objective questions as well as the descriptive questions. For this calculations are not very easy, but they have to prepare the questions, the numericals, and they have to take, students are advised to take different questions for this topic, for this session. And I am concluding my today's session with this. Thank you.